So my name is Farida Vis. I am based at the University of Sheffield. I'm a faculty research fellow there, and I'm also the director of the Visual Social Media Lab. And in the lab we study how people share images on social media, and we are both interested in everyday image sharing. So, how are people sharing, for example, pictures of food and lattes on Instagram, but we're also interested in kind of crisis communication and sharing images under more extreme circumstances. And so we're also interested in hard news images like the refugee crisis. So my personal motivations, but also within the team in the Visual Social Media Lab, we decided to do a rapid response. So we decided to respond very quickly to the images that were starting to go viral on Twitter in early September 2015 after the death of the 3-year-old Syrian refugee Alan Kurdi. And we decided to collect data from different social media sites, but specifically focused on Twitter, to see what had happened with these images and why had they been first kind of shared on Twitter and then picked up by the mainstream media. And we wanted to understand, why was it this child? Why was it these photographs? And why now this massive response? Because of course we had already known the issues of people trying to make sea crossings. Lots of people had already died. So we were trying to understand what was it about this moment that really all of a sudden made it very visible. And specifically, of course, images played an incredibly important role in that. And so that has been our personal way into doing work specifically on migration. So I was involved, I was very pleased to be involved in the masterclass. So I had an opportunity to talk with participants about the report that we did in the Visual Social Media Lab, and to share a lot more insight about the difficulties we'd had collecting the data and all of the different trade-offs that you make and the decisions that you make, the ethical decisions that you make, for example, when you're dealing with this data. And I think it is particularly masterclasses where you have an opportunity to really go behind the scenes and people ask you very tough questions. And so for me, it's always exceptionally helpful to really make myself vulnerable as a scholar and open myself up for very critical debate and questions, because it really makes me grow and it makes me reflect on things in a really powerful way. So I thought that was exceptional about the masterclass. I really enjoyed that. And then similar for the colloquium, because it's a small group, it's very safe. People are very supportive, but that doesn't mean that we don't ask each other tough questions, and we want to make the work better, because I also think you're dealing with such a sensitive topic where there's so much at stake that I really feel very much nourished intellectually, but also I feel that I've met people who are very much trying to approach this from a very similar ethical position. And so I think the colloquium has been a huge success, and yeah, I was really thrilled to be invited and to be involved in it.